Do you remember as a kid when your parents were asking you to do something, almost to the point of nagging? Bob, you've been laying in bed for the whole day. Get your ass up and help me with lunch. Clean up your room, vacuum the house. How's your homework going? You said you got an assignment tomorrow. Exams are starting soon, by the way. I never see you open your books to study. You're always in your bed sleeping. The day is almost over and you haven't left the bed yet. Get off your phone now. Go outside. Move. Do something. Dread filled your body. You don't want to move. You can't move. Your whole body has fused with the bed. You're now part of the furniture in the house, just laying there, rotting away from your existence. I will in a sec! You yelled at your now very disappointed parents, who were busy doing something adults often do. Why are adults always up to something, you thought? What are they even hoping to achieve out of this life anyway? This is stupid. What is even the point of being here? They just work, and do chores around the house. That's cool if they want to do that. Don't bring me into this. But soon you realized you're just going to end up like them eventually. You did everything you were asked to do with utmost disgust and contempt with yourself. Everything people ask you to do seems like a chore. Everything is a chore. It's just a bunch of meaningless, mundane tasks on top of a bunch of other mundane tasks that you've already started doing. How is cleaning up the dishes help me with anything? Why am I studying this? When am I going to use this? What is this? What is that? Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to take out the rubbish bins? This is stupid. My friends, this was my reality when I was living at home with my parents. During my life, I've realized that I'll never feel competent, complete or fulfilled in life when I have to listen to what people tell me to do. Even if these things are good for me, even if I know they are good for me and I want to do these things, eventually. As soon as someone gives me an order, I retaliate. I feel like I've lost some sort of agency and I'm now doing the will of others. In other words, I feel like I'm being controlled. Maybe this was why I had such a hard time believing in God to start with. Although I now can profess my faith in God and call myself a Christian publicly, this journey has been painful, given how one must humble oneself and even submit to an invisible entity that is not easily seen without basic understanding of the scriptures. I remember hanging out with a group of Catholic missionaries who first introduced me to the faith. Every single interaction with one particular missionary always stung. Partly because I felt convicted, partly because I felt judged by him, and that I felt like I'm not as holy as the rest of the believers by not doing certain things. But the root of the problem lies in the fact that I was asked to do certain things, in which I did not yet have an understanding of, or even felt compelled to do. Basically, I was peer pressured into saying prayers, doing charity, and even giving up my time for a faith that I had very poor understanding of. It takes time to really understand my faith, and I was thrust right into this, expecting to be baptized and to go on missions in a few months in. As a result of this, I walked away from God and Christ himself, vowing never to return. It didn't help that during that time I broke up with my first ever girlfriend. You, yourself, must be willing to do certain good things in order to reap the benefits that they bring. But if you do not believe in charity or helping others, doing them won't make you feel better. If you yourself have been told by a certain internet influencer, dating coach, and pickup guru to try a certain game tactic, fitness routine, or to read certain books in order to pick up women, building the body of your dream or make a ton of money, and you yourself don't even believe in or even want to do it, it is not going to be very easy to sustain these habits. Instead, you must choose your own path. Don't let others tell you what to do. You have to want to do these things, and as vain as it may sound, I started exercising for the first time in my life when I got rejected by a girl I was infatuated with when I was a child in Vietnam. My parents have not asked me to get up off my bed to move or exercise ever since. I also started cooking for the first time for myself when I moved to uni in Tasmania because I have to. I clean my house every week with joy when I share the house with other students, because I don't want to live in filth, and other tenants as well as the landlord are sort of blasé people who do not clean up after themselves. And also, mommy and daddy aren't around no more to feed me, to wash my clothes, and to vacuum my room anymore, or to even ask me to do these things. I chose to do them because I had to. I started deepening in my faith for the first time when I chose to read the Bible, pray, and ask questions to deepen my understanding. I realized the spiritual fruit that believing in God brings into my life, and helping others and giving up my time for others, they bring me so much joy. None of these things is a chore because I chose to do them and not because I was asked by anyone to do any of these things. I brought meaning to these mundane tasks. My meaning, not some other random soul's meaning. They have to give meaning to their own lives. This is my life. Don't be disheartened when you see others playing instruments better than you, picking up heavy objects better than you, or simply being able to attract women easier than you. Don't stop these good habits because you'll never be able to compete with those who are clearly better than you. It doesn't matter anyways. What matters is the meaning these activities are able to bring into your life, not how good you are compared to others. I suck at bench pressing, as you can see, yet I still do it. I don't lift to impress others. I don't lift to look a certain way. I do it because it helps improve my mental health, allows me to accumulate little wins in my life, even when I'm at rock bottom, and give me something to focus on. I don't play guitar to impress either. I enjoy creating, expressing, and sharing myself through these videos. I do not need to make a career out of this. I chose to do all of these things because I love doing them. As always, I hope you're doing well out there. Stay strong, God bless, and I have complete faith in all of you. Peace.